Tell them we stay drift, no matter what them come with. Slide and shift, the matrix have it done with. Slow motion, them know they go round it. Yo, no matter with them, matter with them. Tell them we stay drift, no matter what them come with. Slide and shift, the matrix have it done with. Slow motion, we know we go round. Yo, February 3rd, yo, the thing I go shot pop like yo inside hooligans, yo. The thing them sell off, yo, the boot them sell off. Battle have to sell off that night. The vocal legend say so. T smoke shop, big up Empire.
Wahala there. So
bad,
all the listen.
Whoa.
Listen, all the Afrobeat artists coming.
No, not yet.
I know Toko. I know go Toko. The man say that freestyle though. That freestyle though. That freestyle. Hey! Dancehall coming in heavy. Dancehall coming in heavy.
Fire!
Yes. Okay, man, we're pumped up, man. John Spirit, how you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, Gucci, yeah.
Good.
Okay, we'll come to your city today, man.
Of course, man. Glad y'all can make it.
Yeah, man. Barry, these are artists that are going to stand for Afrobeats for Barry today and forever. You know, how long, you know, do you think, you know, we're going to get into the party, but, you know, you've been young artists here from Barry, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you think is the vibe here in Barry when it comes to, like, music and just your art, you know?
Well, the scene in Barry, there is no scene in Barry. People try to, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People try, people still try, you know what I mean? And based off, like, what I've seen from what M can do, man.
Yeah, but I'll say you're doing some good shit yourself, man.
Oh, of course, man. We're working. My team's also working, man. But,
okay. We're working.
But, man, I've never seen anything like the Afro crowd, man. I've never seen anything like that. Man.
We haven't even got to this. Is behind the scenes.
On my mom, on my dad, I have not seen any crowd like Afro crowd, man.
I'm telling you.
It's always a good time, man. I've never been able to, and this is a style of how M kind of likes to run a lot of his stuff. He likes to be with the crowd.
Yeah.
Not really a stage, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of have the floor and everyone's around you. What I'm used to is someone gives me a platform, I go up on my platform and I work my crowd. You know what I mean?
Right.
It is so much, it's just so much fun working with Afro crowds. One, I'm on the floor. I'm walking up to people. I'm interacting with them. I get to see their reaction right in front. And I have terrible vision. That's why I like the stage. Everyone far away from me, you know what I mean? Everyone far away, so I can't see them. I just get to work my magic. But now I'm in the face. I get to see the emotion, see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's just a good time, man.
Massive connection.
Oh, for sure.
John Spirit, yo, okay, you know, that was behind the scene intro. We haven't even touched the fire yet, you know what I mean? But once the production team say we're ready to go, you know, I'm co-hosting this one with the one and only Dorothy. You know, Dorothy, should I call you? Do you have a celebrity name that I don't know, please?
It's very long. I don't think you can.
I know how to memorize. I think I memorize a lot of.
Dorothy Cornelius.
Wait. Say again.
Dorothy Cornelius.
So what is so complicated in that? Dorothy Cornelius.
Okay, you got it.
I got it, man.
Yeah.
I even added some, spice.
You did your thing right there. Yeah.
I added some spice.
Yes.
It's Dorothy Cornelius.
Yes.
So how do you want us to call you?
Dorothy.
Just Dorothy, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Or you want to call me by my local name? My Ghanaian name?
Give them. Apena.
Yeah.
See, Ghanaians, their names, let me tell you, they think they go so deep with their names. What does Apena mean? Just wait. I don't know. But it's going to probably mean something like...
Nothing.
God save the world.
No.
What does Apena mean?
It means that I was born on Tuesday. Abena. Yeah, that's simple.
It was on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was born on Tuesday.
Yeah, I give you that. You know, who am I to talk shit about your name, man? Like, bro. Like some people, a lot of people don't even know the meaning of their name. So being born, so if you were born on I guess people have other names that they are born on like a Thursday. If you were born on Thursday, what would you be called?
I think Thursday, I know the ladies are called Ya, and I think I know Wednesday is Kweku. So Thursday, I don't know.
That means the whole of Ghana was born on Wednesday.
No, I mean, if
everybody's Kweku. Have you ever heard this thing that if you go to Ghanaian market and you say Kweku, everybody in the market will say, Kweku or Kwame?
Kwame. Yeah, Kwame is Saturday.
Kwame.
Saturday. Yeah, it means you're born. Yeah, Saturday born. You're called Kwame.
No, I don't want to believe that, everybody. I don't want to believe that.
Why?
Because the amount of people from Ghana who might have been born on Wednesday and Saturday is alarming.
Yeah.
There is a massive representation of Kweku and Kwame.
And Kwame, yeah.
So how do you, the parents, calculate this thing to 4 hours on Wednesdays and Saturdays? Okay, no, I was just training you there, man. But Dorothy, from the first time you was here, you was always vibes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're gonna, once the production team gives us the green lights, then we can push P. Oh, we already started. No problem, man. No problem. We effort that still. But yeah, man. We're back for another segment of this party. This one is the celebrity segment. Let's call it like that. Not that Empire people are not celebrities. So I'm just saying that man, surrounded by a whole bunch of net worth and talents. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling like nobody can touch me now. John Spirit on my left, my boy Cesario. This man. Oh, make sure. See that freestyle that he did at the start. That has to go places, brother. Okay, but we're going to introduce everyone. We're going to make sure that you know everyone on board here, and there's a lot of things that we're going to tell you that's going to happen at Dancehall versus Afrobeat. So all of these people are actually going to be there on that day. You know what I mean? But once more, let me introduce my co-host Dorothy, please. Go ahead, tell us a little bit who you are, and then give the green light to everybody to introduce themselves.
Okay, so my name is Dorothy Cornelius. I am a media personality, TV girl, radio girl from Ghana. I have a bit of real estate blood in me as well. Yes, I was in real estate for like 3 years before coming here. Currently, I'm a student at Georgian College, but everything entertainment is me. So we are here to have a good time.
Yes.
Dancehall, Afrobeat. Let's go.
With the vibe. Okay, cheers. All right, so we want to go around. Obviously, Dorothy, what should people say? What else? What should people add on their introduction? Obviously, their name, their stage name. Yeah. Okay, give us something spicy, please. Please terrorize this artist.
The other day I came, I was more like, also like, I wasn't a host, so I'm kind of not settling in yet. So now that I'm doing it with you, so I have an artist here. So what we're going to do is that you're going to tell us your name, what you do, and a bit about your music, maybe the genre. Then we can take it from there. Okay. Is that good?
Nothing to terrorize John Spirit.
No, not yet.
Maybe
after they introduce themselves, I'll give them maybe hard questions to answer. Okay,
relationship, start to situationship, entanglement, all that kind of thing. All right, cool. Okay. We'll go ahead. Yeah.
So let's go.
Diamond on my downfall, bro. They want to terrorize John Spirit? Okay, I'm ready. All right, but my name is John Spirit. We're artists here in Barrie. Doing music for about probably 4 or 5 years now. Professionally, probably about 3. And my music is a little all over the place. I don't really have a definitive style for sure, but it's whatever sounds good to me. You know what I mean? If the beat's bumping, it's bumping. I genuinely believe there's good music in every genre and terrible music in every genre. So if the beat's sick, I'm on it. You know what I mean?
No matter what country, EDM, you're outside.
No matter what it is. But I just like to work. I just like to work on the music, But the journey's going good. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. John Spirit, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see what go on that way. Man, we've seen you so many times. We don't even want to talk to you no more. But, one and special Cesario, my brother. But let's go on there. We're going to go back and then we'll come back down here.
So I'm Gotep. Straight from 876 Jamaica, Montego Bay. That's where TJ is from, by the way. I'm repping Dancehall for Afrobeat versus Dancehall, so a bit of warning, just watch out.
Afrobeat, you guys hear it. These guys are representing the same city where TJ is from. Very careful.
Very careful.
Talent, mad dancehall, deep dancehall coming from down there. Okay. Let's go down there. Let's go down there. We're gonna come back to Dope Caesar. Yeah, you have the mic. Let's do it.
All right. So my name is Prince Sage. I'm from Toronto. I make R&B hip hop. I'm actually currently working on an EP. I'm gonna release it August 2nd. It's gonna be 7 songs. So from August 2nd to October 23rd, I'm gonna be releasing them every 2 weeks until the EP is complete. So like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
That sounds pretty organized, you know. Very organized, some organized shit. Why 7, by the way?
I don't know, like I feel like 7 is just such a complete number. You know, I was born in July. God created the earth in 7 days.
I always have to count. Let me see, January, February, March,
You know what I'm
April,
saying?
June,
Like-
July. Okay.
You know, I feel like it's just a complete number.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good to meet you. And I literally cannot wait to see your tracks. I hope you can share them with us.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll play you guys some after.
Okay.
You'll mess with it. You'll like it.
All right. I look forward to catching up, to knowing what your your genre, your style. I would love to, and I'm looking forward to the AP as well. Yeah. And down there, man. Freestyle outside. Yeah. Eh.
You don't know the thing over there, go by the name Vocal Legend. Shout out to everybody. Vocal Legend in the building. Yeah, man, you don't know the thing already.
Bro,
You know what
I
mean?
can't
I've been doing.
understand, man. Brother,
Yeah, I'm a,
No,
I'm a reggae artist. Been going strong for 10 years, residing in Barrie. Y'all can check me out. I mean, I'm all over YouTube. Vocal Legend, VOKAL. Legend like the great Bob Marley. You don't know the thing already. Yo, think I go shot pop black. You know what I mean? I just dropped a new single. It's called Love Umbrella. It's an Afrobeat. You know what I mean? Yeah, dog. So check that out. You know what I mean? Again, all over the YouTube. Come on.
bro, I'll be so interested to check your Afrobeat tracks, man. I literally can't wait. But honestly, for the record, right? Can you repeat what's your name again, please? Your stage name.
Vocal Legend, VOKAL, legend like the great Bob Marley. Rest in peace, my general. Yeah.
Voc Legend. Voc Legend. That's
Vocal,
right.
vocal.
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 Oh, Vocal
Vocal,
Legend.
yeah, Vocal Legend. Remember the name podcast, Vocal Legend.
Vocal Legend. You know, bro, nice to meet you, man.
Representing
and I know
Afro,
you pull
dancehall,
up with
you
the
know?
vocals. And you represented dancehall, obviously.
Yes. Shout out, yo, Jamaica in the building. I'm not Jamaican, I'm Trini. But I
you're
still
Trini.
know what Jamaica represents. One island, same way. And one love is the one love, let's get together. You see, a clash thing, eh? All right. Yo, you ready? You know what I mean? Yo, I heard a man say in the crowd, yo, war. You know what I'm saying? So y'all war thing then. Rumors of war. So I clash to you, man. Vocal Legend, don't know the thing already.
Vocal Legend. Outside, man, in the inside. Yo, and last but not the least, man, what up?
Cesario Dope Only. That's my stage name. Yeah, back home, the guys call me Cesario, but the ladies prefer Dope Only. I don't know why, but they say that sounds cool, so it's good. I go by that name. So, like I said, I've been in the game since it's like 11 years now, 2013. But I quit in 2019 based on some circumstances and shit that really still hurts me up to today. But still, I'm coming back into the game with the hunger. Vocal Legend, you're trying to intimidate me, but forget my man. No fit intimidate me, I lie.
Vocal
no
Legend.
fit. I'm prepared, man. I'm prepared for that shit, man. I'm prepared for that shit. So we have to go. We have to go, man.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, I've been hearing about Vocal Legend, but I was like, wow. But now I've seen you and the little thing that you just said, we're like, wow, this nigga is tough. So, but
You bring in your
fuck it,
game.
man. 237. We don't back down.
Okay.
We face every challenges, no matter how long we have been out of the game. Even if you just wake up from sleep and said you have to do this, we face it head on and we always come out victorious. So
Born ready.
you were born ready.
Okay,
Dancehall vs Afrobeat is gonna be fire.
Before we okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we actually get into it, I want to know, we have most of you are from Barrie, and we have one from Toronto, and you've been doing music for some time now. I mean, let's say somebody's watching or listening to this podcast and the person doesn't know about the music scene in Barrie and how it has been, I mean, how it has evolved over the years. So comparing when you started to now, what would you rate it, or do you see it being improving? Like, has it improved? Has it been better, or are we going backwards? Because we are new and we are trying to do something, better here in terms of events, and we can't think of events and not think of music, So knowing from artists that have been here, it would ginger us up to know that we are doing the right thing. Do you get it? Like, yeah, so I want to know how music has been for you since you guys started, how it has evolved, in Barrie in particular. I mean, in Toronto, we hear about it all the time, but yeah, for somebody watching and wondering how music is like in Barrie.
Like for Barrie, or like for personally as an artist? Oh, as an artist in Barrie? How has my style evolved? How is it, and how has the scene taken it? Okay. So my style has always stuck to some sort of singing. I grew up in the church, so gospels, that's my grounds, you know what I mean? I love praising the Lord, of course. And
Amen.
the evolution of
Inshallah.
my art just really picked up of the structure of music, because you read hymnals in the church. It's the first verse, and then the chorus is always right under, and then you see the second verse and the second stanza. You know what I mean? And it's so formulaic, so basic. You know what I mean? You know when everything's coming. You know when everything's gonna end. That's something that kind of drove me nuts. So that's something that's where all my music evolution kind of took me. And the scene in Barrie is loving it. They haven't heard nothing like this. You know what I mean? From all the shows that we've been doing, like people coming up to me, they're like, "There's absolutely no way you're a real person." I've had someone come up to me like that. I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm right in front of you, dog." Like, and it just feels like this is definitely the right place to be. You know what I mean? There's no music here. You know what I mean? There's no one trying to test boundaries. You know what I mean?
So and again, we're gonna go around to hear everybody's response to that. But just from what you're saying, do you think that being from Barrie, does that make you stand out, or that makes things difficult for you? Does that put you at an advantage or a disadvantage?
Absolutely, it's an advantage.
It's an advantage.
I think so, because if you,
I feel a lot of people would differ with that, but I respect that opinion.
I believe it's an absolute advantage, because the general idea of Barrie in, for example, Toronto. Like, let me ask you this: like, what do you like as a person who lives in Toronto? What's your view on Barrie?
Like, why am I going to Barrie?
Exactly. See, exactly. That's exactly my point. There's no scene. There's no one who's there. Why would you come to Barrie? Me. There's art here now. You know what I mean? There's new music here now. That's what Barrie's trying to do. You know what I mean?
Well, check this. As the question you're asking is where has music? No, Barrie have vibes. Barrie have vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because I was coming out here way back in the days, when the old thing, foundation and peer reggae music is vibes. Anything Afrocentric, the thing pop off. You get me? But what is I love about what I'm seeing right now, it takes a team. You know what I mean? Few people came through and tried to do it one, and it don't make it. But when you have a team, they can't talk to you. So the Afrocentric team, it done. Yeah, man.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now that you're there, and so just to bring back to context, how long have you been in Barrie?
I've been down here about 10 years now.
About 10 years doing music here.
Yeah.
And obviously, it looks like the dancehall scene is obviously bigger than the Afro scene, right?
Yeah.
Right. So comparing, now you're talking about when they do Afro scene, it pop up, right? What do you think has changed? That, I think that relates to the question which Dorothy asked, right? What do you think has changed that now, there's a bunch of Africans that are whoa, Barrie. I thought you guys said shit don't happen in Barrie.
Hey,
that was a Lamborghini out there, man.
Well, yo, I wouldn't say change. I would just say transform. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say change. It's a transformation, because from a long time everybody has been doing dancehall. You know what I mean? Look, we've had dancehall artists come here and do big show out here, but the transforming where Afrobeat is coming in, and it's a dancehall type of sounding, type of African type of thing. It's gone. You know what I mean? So it's a transforming. No changes, to just going over to something to go with the time, to go with the ages, up to the time that as the man them say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, up to the time. Yeah, man. That's what Afrobeat is at right now, and it's taking over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can we hear from other people, just to answer the same question which Dorothy posed. And thank you so much.
I can't really add anything. I'm not gonna act like I know anything about the scene here. I just got here, please. But I'm expecting to do some things here, and
Okay.
I'm excited for what's in store.
So someone like you, and I think that you also have a place in this question, right? You can't just say you don't. You're here now.
Yeah,
Do you
I know,
understand?
yeah.
So do you think there's hope for Barry, or you think that you as an artist to make it, you're going to have to go down to Toronto? You're gonna, yeah.
Not mainly, no. There's social media now. There's all these outlets. Why am I going to Toronto?
Okay.
If I have a show there,
You're not just
probably.
saying it, right?
Yeah.
Because if the day that we see that you're leaving Barry, the whole of Empire is going to hold you and say, say, brother, you said this, so
If I leave here, I'm probably going back to Jamaica. But yeah, I don't see the need to leave here. Yeah, as you said, I think is a kind of advantage too. Cause look at it this way: if you can build a support system here, and some fans, you can build a fan base here. You can build some buzz, distribute your music in different ways, and you make it more that way. Yeah.
Okay, so you are in Toronto, but let's say you are from the outside looking at the inside. How has it been when it comes to Barry, like sound here and everything?
I don't think I've ever heard an artist from Barry. Like,
Haven't.
not at all. Ever.
Not even M.
Nah.
Not even M.
Nah.
Here's
Like-
the truth. Here is the truth though. It's the truth though. Listen, guys. This is not a joke, right? It's not a joke. This is not a joke, right? Artists from Toronto don't know you guys. It's a problem. And you guys have to take that personal. I'm not joking. Do you understand? Especially if you want to qualify yourself as an artist to compete, unless you want to compete only at Barry. So you guys, and I don't want to come like an attack or anything, right? But it's like, what else? You guys have to work together. You know what I mean? You guys have to work together to see that you put this on the map. It's actually disheartening, right? And it's no offense, bro. You're speaking for 99% of artists in Toronto. They don't know artists in Barry.
But like what I feel like with the music scene in like Canada period is like we don't really have it like that. Like when you go to like I've been to the States for like showcases and stuff, and it's like, bro, the vibe down there is so much different than like here, period. Like, like, bro, like I was literally in a show in Atlanta, like an op was messing with an op's music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that would never happen here. Like there's like artists in Toronto even, like they're both good artists, but they'll never collab on the song because they're ops. Like, like the only way to ever make it out as an artist is to collab with someone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
like when two work together, it's gonna be better than one. Like no matter what, yeah, you could get to 1 million by yourself, but if you want to get to 100 million, like you need people on your team. You know what I'm saying? So like it's all about building community, those connections. Like if you're an artist from Barrie, work with someone from Brampton, Toronto, Mississauga, anywhere. Work with any, like, bro, Australia. It doesn't matter where. If you're an artist, your goal should be to like, how can I make my music reach more people? And that's
Exactly.
pretty much
Yeah,
it.
that's very interesting, And when you see people like Burna Boy, and they're so big, you can ask why they are so big, right? But guys, believe me or not, Burna Boy has collabed with some very weird people. He has collabed with some weird white bands. Like, I'm just like, bro, like bands equivalent to One Direction. Like, see, Burna Boy just does that collab and he leaves it there. He say, begin to
Do what you wanna do with
do
it.
what you want to do. Let
Yeah.
me continue on,
my shit.
So I feel like those guys, like, you come to them, they're just like, they just want to do everything everywhere and they stay true to themselves, right? He doesn't go there and act like he's this EDM African guy. No, he goes there and tells them, nah, I'm a Dugo, the African giant. So I go bring an Afrobeat for a year inside this EDM. I'm going to bring an Afro. So that's a very important point that you made, right? And again, if the people from Barrie, if you have anything to say about this, like, this whole collapse stuff and the fact that you need to figure out how to way mechanisms to put Barry on the map, right? Because then people, what do you think is the way out? You know, really.
No, the reason why I was asking, somebody maybe wondered the reason I was asking, because doing events, music is mostly the essential thing. Everything. And if we are doing something, even though it's very a small town, it's Canada worldwide. And what will make me call you and you would want to come here if you don't even know anything? How are you going to connect? Do you get it? And then sometimes people follow artists wherever they go. So if you should put up maybe a flyer that you're coming to Berry, people will come with you because they know you.
Yeah.
And they connect with your song. So if there's a disconnection with the artist in general, let's say with neighboring towns, it will be in a way hard because Berry is not really big. So in a way, words needs to go out, and words from artists are powerful. So
Absolutely.
if you say you don't know anybody in Berry, then why should we also come? Because maybe we'll be following you to see what's in Berry. So that was why I was asking, because it boils down to event. If you're going to invite people to come in and you don't have any connection here, it's even showing on your face. What is even interesting in Berry for me to come to?
Yeah.
I feel like if you guys, because like it seems like you guys have like a system here working, like, you know, like whatever this is, like in 10
So
years,
what-
it's definitely
so
going to
now
be like,
it's going back to what Diamond is asking.
yeah.
What can we do?
I think
What is the solution?
a solution, doing it big in Toronto.
Like, how do we, let go of that disconnect?
Somebody said cross that bridge, right?
I think just doing it big in Toronto, like come to Toronto, do an event, and it's like, yo, you're coming to like an event hosted by artists from Barrie, you know, like set it up, like put that on for the city, because like the first thing the first thing people are thinking about is like, all right, how am I getting there? It's an hour away, all right, but like it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I'm leaving. Now everyone's thinking about the drive back. You got to make that drive back worth it. You know what I'm saying?
That dive is crazy. I'm not going to lie, but yeah. Yeah. And that's true, you know, artists from Barrie, you know, again, they keep on saying, to me, what that sounds like, it feels like you're saying to make it in Barrie, you have to go to Toronto. And that goes back to the point that I was talking about with M, who he went out, right? And M, can I share this about just the fact that people, so people saying, you know, you obviously made up with this record label and, you know, things are going well, but they're telling you, listen, you gotta leave Barrie. They're not even saying, oh, you need to collab with artists in Toronto. They're saying you need to move, like you need to fucking give up your lease, right? And take new apartments in Toronto. And start paying $5,000 per month rent. M is telling me he takes $20 and he goes the whole week for gas. Me, I'm saying, man, Toronto is expensive and stuff like that. But again, you know, let me not go too crazy. But what are you guys hearing? What I'm hearing is that you need to be able to go down to Toronto to really make it in Barrie. But from what John Spirit said, right, it's actually very interesting to hear that there's another perspective of looking at this, that there's no stuff here such that when you're doing it, you stand out. Really, right? You know.
I think Toronto may be oversaturated. Okay.
Yeah, man. Talk to him.
It's few of us here. It's easier to like make ourselves distinct. Exactly. Easier to like bring our image. We have a new vibe thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Toronto, every artist I go Toronto.
Exactly. Greedy.
Be different. Yeah. Stay somewhere else. Make them have to find you. You know, make them have to leave to come to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's talking about greedy and all these artists, and I can understand how those from Toronto automatically feel like, you know, we're from the six, right? We're from Drake City, so like you're from Barrie. So when you talk about greedy, do you have any experience of, you know, reaching out to some artists in Toronto and they're acting like they're all big and shit?
Yeah, well, you know, you're gonna get that because you know everybody wants to be from Toronto. You know what I mean? Like, okay, in my opinion, I'll be honest. The team has the artist ready. You know what I'm saying? So Triple M is doing the thing. Yo, boss him. You see, if you boss him, the team go follow. You You know what I'm saying? If you boss him and he gets that worldwide, the whole team get worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So instead of worrying about what Toronto's doing and no. Yo, if him boss, Toronto, Mississauga, Oshawa, Brampton, everybody that come see him. You know what I'm saying? So boss him. You know what I mean? You have another man under him, then you boss him, and then you boss the next man. So it's a down the road, everybody that get boss. All of a sudden you have a team that is unstoppable. When you watch that Bad Boys, when you watch that Busta Rhymes and them boy, the Flip Mode Squad, them man is still hanging today. Wu-Tang, they still hang today. Because why? They boss the man who's doing it right now. You know what I mean? Don't worry about Toronto and, this is Afrobeat versus Dancehall in Barrie. If they come, they come. If they don't come, we still done the place. You get me? Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a little thing to add here, man. So, a little thing that I got to add. When I first of all moved here, I was first of all in Toronto for a while. Like, I see everybody's concentrated. When I was out, like in Europe, everything was Toronto. When I came there, I saw that the town was so saturated. And I like where it's quiet. And where a place that is quiet, you can easily make it out from there with a good team. So, for everything that I always say the vision and how M started this empire and this movement is something that is going to go big. Because the commitment, it's not just about starting it, it's about the people you work with. The commitment, the passion that everybody has in this issue is going to make it big. Like what John Spirit just said, it's an advantage to even be in Barrie here because Barrie has become big now. There's a lot of African communities, a lot of Africans, a lot of blacks here. So we can now make that wave. Like, nobody parties in this world more than us, the Afro people, the black people. So that's it. So to make that work very well, I like how the team is moving, how everything is doing. Like, the way Empire moves is, okay, everyone has a role that they play, but still, every person gets into the other person's role to assist to make sure that it goes. So we interchange our roles to help each other out to make it work. So what we are building here is gonna go. I don't care about what Toronto is all about. It's so saturated for real. There are a lot of artists in Toronto.
This man said, fuck them.
Well, fuck them for sure, man. Yeah, for sure.
Man said, fuck them, man.
F
Fuck
them.
Toronto.
Yeah, seriously. There are a lot of artists in Toronto. That you get lost.
But here's the thing, though. Like outside of outside of just the artists, there's like 1 million people in Toronto, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's dumb not to stick your hand in that pocket, bro. You know what I mean? So I think it's like how M does it. M strategy genius. M models. M does events in Toronto. You know what I mean? He gets invited out to multiple events in Toronto, Mississauga, everywhere. He takes me. I've seen it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's part of the strategy. You need the big city. You need to be in the big city, regardless. If you're an artist, if you want to make it anywhere, you got it. Like what he said, you want your face everywhere. You need to show your face. You know what I mean? You need to be everywhere. Like, that's why you work with different people around the world. That's why you work with as many people as you can, because you need your face out there, right? It's 1 million people, and it's only an hour away.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? M's whole strategy is he gets out there, he gets his face out there, and then blows this place up.
Exactly.
And this place blows up.
I feel like the one thing like everyone has a misconception on
Empire!
We in the house.
I feel like the only thing like everyone like has like on is like from outside looking in, to us we know what cities we're from or whatever, but to the rest of the world we're just Canadians. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it doesn't even matter what city you're from. The goal is to get. It's to go. If you're an artist, you don't want to stay in your city. You're not. It's not like, oh, I want to be the best artist in Barrie. You're trying to be the best artist in the world.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, even if you're from Toronto, niggas be stuck in Toronto. There's niggas that been making music in Toronto
For 20 years,
since,
but they're still
like
since
I was in
They're
high
still
school
their
and they
basement.
haven't gone anywhere. It's like, bro, the only way to really, if you want to tap into the world for real, like you
Export
gotta make
your music.
America fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like,
100%,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like you gotta tap in with America, but it's like it's not even like in the sense of like, oh, you want to go to America the same way like as an artist from Barrie, you would travel to Toronto
to perform. Yeah.
Like we go travel to Atlanta, travel to Chicago, travel to Boston. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like as an artist, the only thing you got is like connections. It's the only thing you got. It doesn't matter who you meet. You're walking down the street, you see someone pull up in a Rolls Royce, talk to him, tell him you make music. You don't know, it might not go anywhere, but you also don't know where it'll
go, yeah.
lead to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a valid point, man.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of artists, what we should be doing as well, outside the team, is doing a lot of promoting ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm an artist. You know, I'm always vlogging. I'm always saying something. You know what I mean? I'm always promoting something. So, but I get what you're saying about the worldwide thing. But you know, it comes back to you have to start somewhere. You know what I mean? A house, you can't build a house from the roof come down. You have to start foundation. You know what I mean? Your reggae music start foundation and come up. You know what I mean? You know, I look at Bob Marley. Bob Marley is my icon, inspiration. And to see where your weatherman and grow came from and start off and where he is right now, worldwide. Everybody know about Bob Marley right now. You get me? Yeah. He started from foundation. You know what I mean? So if Empire, I start from foundation, your dog start from foundation, and then the world is gonna follow. You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. Bible say put God first, and everything will follow, big man. So. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big up Empire, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
So now
what's
let's bring it to Empire. Now that we have all have, you know, an idea of your creative minds as an artist, you're bringing it back to Empire. Now you guys go for events. And what Empire is doing, we've had people done it, but it's different. But people have used events and they're all over the place. I mean, we hear about their works and everything. So you being as an artist and starting off, you're saying the foundation is right. What are some of the things or advice you can give Empire as a team, knowing that you guys have been to different events as artists? What are some of the, if you think outside the box, what are some of the things that you wish Empire would put in whatever plans or vision they have for nightlife in Barrie? Your inputs.
I say keep doing what you're doing. Like, the name Empire is pretty big, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like, you guys have, like, you know, how many people are here? Like, this, I guess majority of you guys are from Barrie, right? So it's like, just keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, like, come to Toronto, do some things, like, it will happen. Like I really do believe, like, it doesn't really matter where you are, as long as you're passionate about what you're doing and it's quality work, God is gonna make sure everybody sees it. You know what I'm saying? So Absolutely. Like, you guys have a vision, stick to it no matter what. Barrie or not, Empire will always be Empire. Like, you know, like you guys had it in Nigeria, like, bro, same vision, same thing. You got, like he said, you got to start from somewhere. And what he did say is facts. Like, you know, like, I've always had the mindset, because, like, most of my connections are, like, industry connections, you know what I'm saying? From, like, the States, some here, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's, like, now I'm really trying to, like, the reason I'm trying to, like, drop this EP and everything, the way I'm trying to market it and promote it, is so I could start performing in Canada. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, like, that's the first thing you want to do as an artist, honestly, is, like, that organically grow your fan base. Like, you want people to see your face, like, you know, like, yo, I seen this guy perform, like, this is what he did, like, you know, and it's honestly the best to do it in your city, because, like, that's, like, who is really gonna be your core main fans, like, you know, like, honestly, like, Toronto's not that sick as, like, it's sick in the sense of, like, it's a great city. If we all work together, bro, Toronto could be so beautiful, but it's really all about clout, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many talented artists that, like, it's like you don't even hear about them because they don't have that clout, that certain amount of followers, you know? So, like,
Thank you.
yeah, like,
Thank you. Very honest response to that, you know, very, very honest response to that, to be honest. It's not a competition like that, because at the end of the day, when you make it, nobody's going to, if you make it in a national level, nobody's going to be saying, oh, this guy is from Barrie. They're going to say he's Canadian, right? And again, not to say that, we talk about this, not to say Empire hasn't, you know, so Dancehall versus Afrobeat is a theme that, you know, is a partnership with Diamond Promo, my company, which is, you know, and Empire is also hosting this Dancehall versus Afrobeat in Toronto on March the 1st, right? So Empire is hosting that event, which means it's not 1, 2, 3 events that M has hosted in Toronto or come down there to perform. So it's a continuous progressive, as you said, John Spirit. Like you have seen him go down there, do events, and as a matter of fact, M had a sold out show in Toronto.
I was there for that.
Right. So there's that conscious effort as well, that although you want to shine and glow in Barrie, there's a need to connect with that bigger city. It's like, and I was telling Emma, like we when you want to look down to it, we can say as much as we want, right? But you definitely want to have some presence down there in Toronto. Like when people think of, some people don't even know, the only thing people know about Canada really sometimes is Toronto, right? So we got to give that to some respect, right? But yeah, John Spirit, going back to the convo we're having about the question Rich Doherty had posed, yeah.
For your answer to your question,
yeah, let's go back.
I don't got nothing to say about how M's running. If anything, M's teaching me more than M's one of my biggest teachers. He's one of my mentors. You know what I mean? He takes me everywhere. Like, this guy shows me. This guy teaches me game. This guy pulled me out. This guy also got me a job too. Like, M is my dog. Like, that's my brother for real.
No, for sure. I can also attest to that one. When I moved to Canada,
yeah, like,
I can attest to that
I work
one.
with Cesario. I work with Cesario in Emerald, right?
We work in the same place, and it's all about M. It's all M.
Like,
It's
M's the guy.
So
M's the guy. You
that's
know
the
what
guy,
I mean?
Because I got my spark to get back into the music.
I refuse. And I refuse to show any sort of mistrust, any sort of downplay for Emmanuel. Like, there is nothing I think Emmanuel is doing wrong with the way he's running things. You know what I mean? He's out there. His image is clean. He cares about his image, most importantly. You know what I mean? This guy comes up to me all the time. He's like, man, you got to work on your image. And I'm like, you know what, bro? You're right. I can't tell him no. You know what I mean? It's Emmanuel. This guy's putting in work. People are hitting him up. He's getting somewhere with this. You know what I mean? There's nothing I can really say about Empire. You know what I mean? He's doing it right. He's doing it right. That's for sure.
I second that a lot because seriously, I wouldn't have been where I am right now if I didn't meet him.
How many events you do, Emmanuel, so far? Like 3? Like, yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, exactly. Each one of them sold out. Each and every one of them sold out.
100%.
In Barrie too.
The first event in Barrie here last time. God, I was like, M, no, we gotta shut that door down. This business is gonna go down. So if we don't shut that door, I mean, the capacity was 100, but we were 160 inside, and people were. I had to send back more than 50 people away, and I told him, I don't care what you're gonna say, this building is gonna collapse because we're on the second floor. I mean, the floor, I was like, no.
It's not a big place. It's not a big place.
It was crazy. It was sold out.
And, people started knowing, it's important to trace back how far M has gone, right? And it's not just M, but like this should be an inspiration to many artists as well. Yeah. And my brother there, who has been doing music for that long, you can even attest to this, that consistency is key.
Exactly.
Right? Consistency
always
is what people, somebody was just talking here about, they didn't like the music when it came to them, when they heard it the first time, but as they kept on hearing and they keep back to back, it's like, you know what, there's something I should hear here, right? What do you have to say about consistency, my bro?
No, consistency is key. It's key. You have to always be, with this new age that we're in, with technology, you have to always be in the people's eye. You know what I'm saying? If it's and it doesn't always have to be a full featured film. You know what I mean? You crossing the street, eating an ice cream cone, bigging up Empire, 50 million views. You know what I mean? Like, but you're always in the people in face, no matter what, you're in their face. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It seems to me that the team is already on a good way. Like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Infuse the Africa thing in it. You know what I mean? Mama Africa is the motherland in a big one. You know what I mean? So anywhere you are, Africa is gonna show out. Exactly. You know what I mean? go back to tradition, bring your dancers and have some people dancing in the place of traditional dancers and mix with the Afrobeat thing. It's all about expanding the whole Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Bringing Africa anywhere you go, you're an African,
Yeah.
Them can't. So there's a saying back home. You could take a man from the country, but you can't take the country from the man. You get me? Yeah, dog. So anywhere we go, Africa, we say that. You get me?
Yeah,
man. Infuse Africa thing. You know what I mean? You guys are on the right path. You know what I mean? I'm seeing the team. I heard my boy say, he has 3 things he's looking at: civil law, criminal law, and entertainment law.
Hey.
Family law, entertainment law. Yo, I'll tell you this. While I'm in the back, God tell me to tell you this. Yo, entertainment is what the man them need. The team is going to need an entertainment lawyer. So study that, big man. You get me? Study that.
For sure.
You know what
I said.
We're gonna need you, man. We're gonna need you.
Prophecy thing I go on.
Yes. Yes.
No, I test all of this, man. No, it's for real.
Yeah. And we're just going around. Thank you so much for. Can I call you words of wisdom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Approve. Words of wisdom. Thank you. Yeah. We're just going around. I think has everyone gone? We're just talking, and we're literally winding down. We're almost at the 45, almost an hour mark, and one last word from you, my brother, and then Cesario, then you, and then we can call it a day. What advice, what how are you feeling, and just be, and of course, please drop your socials. Yeah, absolutely.
So socials is GoTep, GOHTEP. Simple. Just GoTep.
GoTep.
Yeah. Advice. I'm new to this, but don't be naive. Don't only believe things when you see them come into fruition. You understand? Have faith in yourself, yes. But when you see the thing done, when you see it actually happen, then you can say, all right, we have something here. In terms of waiting for the event, I can't wait to see how it's going to play out. Afrobeat versus Dancehall is going to be very exciting.
Good tip.
Yeah, we're coming with it.
I mean, that was my last question. After you share your socials and everything, I wanted to ask. I mean, I am looking forward to this party. This will be my first. Trust me, I've not been sleeping. I've just been picturing it because people have been saying so many things about the last party. And since you're all going to be there, Dancehall, Afrobeat, what should we expect?
Fire.
What should we expect?
Bombo clatting.
And after that, you can share your show. You can share your social.
I heard that there is a versus. That there's going to be a battle.
Oh.
There's actually going to be a battle between Afrobeat versus Dancehall. So here's my.
Okay.
So my question to the public, to the crowd is Dancehall versus Afrobeat. Who will win?
Afro.
The reason Afrobeat is gonna win is if you look in the world right now, every arena. If you look at the fight that was the world best fight that just happened last year, Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. If you look at the opening song, Afrobeat, everything Afrobeat is on top. Afro songs, Afrobeat, Africa. We are the one that's gonna win this shit. Yeah,
okay.
You guys are good. You have nice music too, but Afrobeat is gonna win this.
Okay, well, we're gonna need to have to prove that on February 3rd, but
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Dorothy, last words, and I can end this, and then we get into the next segment.
Okay, so thank you so much for making time out and sharing your wisdom, your creativity with us. We are very, very, grateful. Coming all the way from Toronto, we are very grateful and everything, and we are hoping that 3rd you come and support. You let your fans come and support us. Afrobeat Dancehall, let's go.
Yes, inside the art empire, it's been a vibe.
Inshallah. Let's get it,